Welcome to the Voices of the Circle podcast, a space for reflection, healing, and the quiet strength of being. I'm Ara Jalgaharatunian, and this is episode 2 of our series called Sensing the Soul. In our first episode, we explored the forgotten senses, those inner ways of knowing that exist beyond physical, sight, and sound. We remembered that we are not limited to the 5 senses we were taught in school. Instead, we are gifted with greater capacity for perceiving truth. But we all know that amidst the noise of life, we have at times dulled this awareness, forgotten to listen to these inner senses. By acknowledging this shared experience, we open the door to deeper connection and exploration. Today, we turn to the first and perhaps most foundational of those inner senses, intuition. This inner guidance offers a tangible benefit that can transform your life by guiding you to make life-changing decisions with greater confidence and less anxiety. Unlike mere guesses or random hunches, intuition is a quiet, clear knowing that often defies immediate explanation. It's supported by insights from studies on unconscious pattern recognition, which demonstrate our brain's ability to identify complex patterns without active reasoning. By recognizing intuition's potential to navigate important moments, you invite a deeper, more purposeful connection with yourself. It doesn't come from overthinking, it comes from deep listening, from a place within you that has access to truths your conscious mind hasn't yet grasped. Intuition is the soul's compass. Like the needle of a compass settling on true north, it guides us quietly but assuredly. It doesn't shout, it whispers. It doesn't argue, it simply knows. And it waits patiently for you to listen. You have felt it before. Maybe you remember a moment like this, that time when something felt deeply right or profoundly wrong, without any tangible evidence. The inner nudge that said, go this way, even when logic pointed elsewhere. It was a quiet certainty arriving before any explanation. Intuition is not irrational. It's non-rational. It bypasses the critical mind and speaks directly from the source of your truth. It's the sense that guides you when the path isn't clear. It's the feeling that says, this is true, even when you can't even explain it. And here's what matters. The more you honor it, the more you listen to it, the stronger and clearer this sense becomes. I remember standing at a major crossroads in my life. 2 paths lay before me, both seemingly good on paper. One felt safe, predictable and logical. The other was uncertain, carried risk, but softly whispered of growth and transformation. Embracing that subtle whisper required courage, for choosing the uncertain path naturally stirred fear and discomfort. It is a fear many of us feel, the anxiety of stepping into the unknown, leaving the comforts of predictability behind. I considered the pros and cons. I asked for advice, made lists, and tried to choose using every intellectual tool I had at my disposal. Despite the mental evaluations, a part of me remained hesitant, reminding me that courage often walks hand in hand with intuitive risk. But the more I thought, the more confused I became. Then I paused, and something inside me stirred. It wasn't fear. It wasn't a rush of excitement. It was a quiet pull, steady and unmistakable. A sense of this is the way, regardless of the difficulty. And I followed it. And everything, my work, my relationships, my inner peace, began to shift and align in ways I couldn't have planned. That's intuition. When I trusted the pull, life aligned beyond strategy. It may not always make sense at first, but it always leads to meaning. It guides you not always to comfort, but to clarity. Not to certainty, but to alignment with the deepest truth of your being. Intuition speaks in many ways. Intuition can be a subtle feeling in the body, a light flutter in the chest for yes, or a quick contraction in the gut for wait. It can come as sudden clarity, maybe a recurring image or a symbol in a dream. Sometimes it's a sense of rightness that settles in your bones. You might notice a soft widening behind the eyes, a burgeoning awareness asking you to consider a new perspective. To hear it, we must deliberately slow down. We must trust silence. We must create space between stimulus and response. Research indicates that decision accuracy can improve after a brief pause, a concept known as cooling off periods. By incorporating such moments, we can harmonize spiritual practice with empirical support. We must learn to listen not just with our ears, but with our entire being, body, heart, and soul. Try this. Next time you face a decision, whether large or small, pause. Instead of immediately asking, what should I do? Gently ask yourself, what feels true in my body right now? Notice any physical sensations, tightness, warmth, heaviness, or ease. Focus on where in your body you sense a response. Allow yourself time to listen to these signals without feeling pressured to decide right away. To deepen this practice, try a micro experiment. Jot down your initial intuition or prediction before reflecting on your bodily cues. After the decision is made, revisit your notes to see how your intuition aligned with the outcome. This reflective practice not only builds trust in your intuitive capacity, but also offers evidence of its value. After you ask, give yourself a moment to wait. Resist the urge to rush or force an answer. Sit quietly and simply observe your body's signals, any feeling, word, or image that comes up naturally. Allow your response to emerge gently. The answer may come as a whisper, a warmth, a wordless knowing. Picture it as a bell echoing in a still valley, unmistakable and clear in its resonance. It may not be loud, but if you practice this kind of waiting, this kind of listening, you will find that it is always clear. Now let's anchor this wisdom together. Close your eyes if you can. Take one intentional breath. Inhale deeply, rooting into the silence beneath the thought. And exhale slowly, giving yourself permission to simply know. Feel that quiet, centered space. This is where your compass lives. This is your home. You don't need to explain your intuition to others. You only need to trust it yourself. Let the silence speak. Let your body listen. Let your soul respond. In our next episode, we'll explore peace, not as a fleeting state, but as an inner sense, a felt experience of alignment, clarity, and true inner stillness. Discover how cultivating this inner peace can provide a steady foundation for your relationships, bringing greater harmony and depth to your connections. By linking this sense of calm to tangible outcomes, we aim to enrich your journey and deepen the series arc. Until then, may your inner compass guide you gently. May you trust what you feel even when others question it. And may you walk in confidence, knowing you are guided from within. Go well. Stay well and be well.